In this video, I'm explaining my huge fetch custom hook code explanation. So I have created a huge fetch custom hook function. It will accept URL and initial data as a parameter. Inside the function, I have created three state variable, and first is the data and set data use state. Inside use state, I have set the initial data, the which type of data coming from the user list function. And second one is to setting the error. Initially, it will be null, no error, and means it null means empty, no value. And loading, it will default initial state is the false. And I have also used the use effect to to produce the side effect on the UI when the that data come from the API and render on the UI. So inside use effect, I have created a fetch data function. It how fetch data function, it start with loading state true, and from it will use the fetch accept as a parameter URL, and it will show give response. And here we convert await response into JSON format, and after converting we stored into data variable. After that, we set the we update the state to pass the data into the set data state updater function. And if we catch any error, it will set the error in set setter set error function, set error state update function. And after all of this, finally we stop the loading false, and we call the fetch data. And in use effect, we also pass the URL in the dependency array. Every time URL changes, it will call again the fetch use effect, and we return the data error and loading to the user list. Here we call use fetch in user list function, and first argument we pass user list users API, and second argument we pass the initial data array, and it will destructure the data error and loading. If loading true, it will show loading, and if we get any error, it will show error message. And inside the ULV list, we map over the data and inject the user in our li, how many user we render. Let's understand. Let's look at the output of example of this code. So initially it will show loading message, and if we change some, it will show us error, fail to fetch. Okay, fail to fetch data. And if we, it will loading and it will show the data.